Hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Jennifer Farrar, CEO and President of Trek, joins us now. Nice to have you here on the Blue Couches today.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Busy weekend in Erie. Lots going on at Trek as well.
Yeah, we have a new exhibit opening to the public on Sunday, sort of tag teaming off of the tall ships. But this one is all about sort of what's underneath the waters with shipwrecks.
Yeah.
So it features some of the shipwrecks that are off the shores of Erie County.
It's called Navigating Peril.
Yes.
What will folks experience?
So, we get into a little bit about sort of the geology of Lake Erie, because Lake Erie is very unique amongst the 5 Great Lakes because of it's shallower than all of them, and so it creates some different water conditions that can be more perilous to navigate ships. So we talk a little bit about the geology of Lake Erie, sort of some of the maritime and commercial history of the lake and Erie. And then we do get into some of the shipwrecks. There's some wonderful underwater photography and videography that has been done by the Regional Science Consortium. And there's this really cool 3D printed model of one of the wrecks as it sits now. So you can see which parts have rotted away. This happens to be a ship, the Indiana, that was carrying like paving stones. I don't know who gets on a ship where they're carrying like heavy paving stones, right? But it went down, and you can still even see in the wreck if you dive, but then also in the 3D model, all the little paving stones that are sitting on the bottom of the lake.
Yeah.
So,
do you happen to know what's the most recent shipwreck of notable lore?
I don't know. This one is sort of focused on ones, before motorized boats,
right?
Sort of older wrecks.
Exactly.
But we do talk about that even as today, even with all the new technology and weather data and all the things available to us, that weather changes so fast out there on the lake. I mean, we hear, a couple weeks ago, a sailboat out there on a perfectly nice day.
Right.
Weather changes, they get in distress and they need towed in. So we do talk about a little bit of the history of some aids to navigation, like lighthouses, and some of the modern day as well.
What will be some of the takeaways that folks that enjoy this exhibit will have?
Well, we hope they learn a little bit about sort of the history of Erie, because that's, we're very tied to the commercial shipping and the founding of Erie. So we hope they take away a little bit of history, sort of an appreciation of these cultural relics too. And of course, there's snippets too about how it contributes to our current underwater ecosystems for fish, because these wrecks are become these sort of living reefs for the fish as well. So there's a lot of little parts that you can learn depending on what you're interested in.
This is kind of off the beaten track a little bit, but one of our wineries that we deal with, they put wines down in a shipwreck because the water rocks it and it helps it to settle. It was there for a year and then they brought it up. So it's so interesting how the ecosystem can play into many different aspects that you wouldn't even think about.
Yeah, absolutely. So so tomorrow night, Saturday night, we're actually doing a preview opening reception. That tickets are available on our website, trecf.org, if you want to come and see it first and have some wine and some hors d'oeuvres and stuff. And we'll also be premiering a movie that showcases some of the shipwrecks and tells the story through through visual as well, through a film. So that's tomorrow night, and then it opens to the public on Sunday.
And how long will it run?
Through November 30th.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You got a good long time.
Yeah, so you have a long time to come and visit and see the movie, and just another reason to come to Trek.
Yeah. Now, when you come into Trek, where is this located?
So this is actually in what was the former cafe area. That area has been not used. The cafe has been closed since 2019. So this was sort of a way to reactivate that space within the building and use it for something. So the exhibit is actually in that area as you come in.
Yeah. So if you want to go Saturday night for the special evening, do you have to reserve ahead of time, or is there a cost to this?
It's $50 per person. Like I said, it's a sort of a full evening.
Right.
And you can buy the tickets on our website.
Perfect, which is trecf?
Yes, .org.
.org. Yeah. All right. Thanks, Jennifer. It's nice to see you.
Thanks so much.
Yeah.